Hey everybody, and welcome to the second video in this series where I give you a studio tour. Today we're going to be talking about a studio patch bay, how it works and what it can do for you. Hopefully you've seen the first part of this series where we talked about the recording solution. This is the Alesis HD24 ADAT machine. It's a hard disk recorder and it records 24 tracks simultaneously. Today we're going to be talking about this section up here. This is a patch bay, typical in a traditional recording studio. And basically we have many microphones that have been spread out over several rooms. We got a Studio A over there where we have 2 drum kits. We got some percussion stuff. I've got 4 amp closets. One of them's a vocal booth. We got a Studio B with a piano in it. And all of the microphones that are set up in all of those locations are routed to this area right here. And we've got 2 patch bays here that use stereo 1/4-inch plugs. And let's explain how this works. So every microphone in the studio is connected here. So you can see this row here on this patch bay labeled A, okay? A, so the top row. These are described by these labels here. So you've got kick drum, you've got 2 kick drums, 2 mics on the top of a snare on one of the kits, a snare bottom mic, hi-hats, toms, various cymbals close mic'd. Here's the mics from the closets. Every amp closet has 2 microphones in it. One of them's got 3. You've got a vocal booth right here. And this is a live room over here. So each musician, if you're playing guitar or bass or whatever, you have a vocal mic. And those vocal mics are run here if you want to do live vocals. There's more. So up here on this patch bay, the bottom row, that's what these labels correspond to. So you've got percussion instruments, chimes, djembes, bongos, congas. You got a second drum kit. You've got lead vocal mics, all kinds of various things for doing live lead vocals. And up here you have a partial row. So this is for the A column here. You got even more stuff. You got different amps and more overhead mics and percussion mics. So they're all run here. So the way this works is that you have a whole bunch of these things. These are stereo 1/4-inch to stereo 1/4-inch. And I just dropped them off the holder there, but that's fine. So the way this works is if you want to record any instrument, you can patch that instrument through to whatever track you want to record. Now, this recorder, like I mentioned last time, it has 24 inputs on it, and that corresponds to these 24 jacks right here. So on the B column, if you were to plug in, say, here, that would be the input to track 19 on the recorder. So let's pretend that I wanted to record the chimes. Yes, we've got some chimes with a microphone set up right there. Hopefully you can see that. So that maybe you had a chime virtuoso in the studio of some kind. So here's the chimes right here. So this is the connection to the microphone that's miking the chimes, and if we wanted to record that on, say, track 9 of the recorder, we do that, right? So it's a huge time saver. You don't have to sound check anything. You don't have to check any connections or run around connecting XLR cables and stuff. You just do that. So easy peasy Japanesey. There's other things going on here too. You have stuff going out to various rooms. So for example, if you have an instrument signal that you want to send to maybe a combo type amp that is in an amp closet that's being recorded in isolation, you can plug in here. If you have a musician, like a guitarist, that wants to stay in the control room playing their instrument, but yet they want their amp out in an amp closet, this sends the signal out over a balanced connection over to the amp closet. Or you could just have your amp in the control room and there's speaker connection outs that go to the cabinets that are in the amp closets. So that's how the patch bay works. Very old school. You don't really need this kind of setup anymore, but I like it. It's what I'm used to, and it's kind of a throwback to how things were done in the 20th century, let's put it that way. So thank you for joining me. I will be doing more videos in this series where we cover the mixing and the preamps and some of the instruments. So join me for that. Thanks and take care.